understand Hindi.
So ask me in English.
Yeah, sir. We can talk about the Dalit movements in London,
In the United
UK,
Kingdom.
United Kingdom. And one more thing is also, when was the period of this Dalit movement came up? Like that? From the years, if you remember.
In
80s.
UK?
Yeah, UK.
Yes, okay. Now, with the blessing or with the support of Baba Sahib Dr. Ambedkar, every progress we made, it is through Baba Sahib Dr. Ambedkar. Now, when people in North India started going abroad to Canada, America and the United Kingdom, our people couldn't go because we had no money, we had no land. So how can our people go? When Baba Sahib became a Labour member of the British in 1942, Baba Sahib appointed one gentleman, his name Ishar Das Pawar. At that time, the head office was in Shivla, and Baba Sahib told him to help as much as he can our people. So he helped a lot. During that gentleman's time, Ishar Das Pawar, who passed away, my father came to England. Even my grandfather, when I say grandfather, my mother's mother, he was already in the United Kingdom. So my father went when I was 2 years old in 1954. But most of the people went in 1962 when British government started a visa system, work permit. A lot of people got visa and they went there. Then if the father went, they will call the children, the wife, the family start going. So since up to 1970, a lot of people went. Then after that, British government also thought, they are like coming like a flood. How can we stop them? So they start making laws and rules how to stop. But people are still going. But Baba Sahib's movement, the first organization was formed on Baba Sahib's name. That was in 1969, because during Republican Party's struggle, one of our worker in Punjab, he was killed by the police. So then people living in England, they hold a meeting to say, oh look, that our man has given his life for the mission, at least we can support his widow, wife and children. It was only 5 people, so they gathered at that time, it was a lot of money. So they start collecting £2 pound each and send it to his family. After a few months, when other people heard, they said, we want to give a donation as well. So then they said, why don't we form a committee? So in 1969, they made the very first organization on Baba Sahib's name, that is called Dr. Ambedkar Memorial Committee of Great Britain. Then after that, one after the other, like in East London, we are in West London, in Scotland, in Birmingham, in Letchworth, in Bedford, all the part where our people who are living in large number, they start forming organizations on Baba Sahib's name. In 1973, our people got idea in their mind that the very first organization which was formed in 1969, why don't we install Baba Sahib's portrait in the India House, Indian High Commissioner office. So their request at that time, it was Brahman, but they can't deny Baba Sahib's contribution to the whole India. So he agreed, he said, yes, in the art gallery you can install Baba Sahib's portrait. So on the 14th April 1973, they celebrated Baba Sahib's birthday and also they installed Baba Sahib's portrait. Since then, every year we celebrate Baba Sahib's birthday in India House. India House, Indian High Commissioner's office, you can say, the biggest in the world is in England, in London. So since 1973, no matter what weather it is, no matter what day it is, the reason I say weather, because sometime in United Kingdom, in the month of May, there is a snow, ice. So no matter what weather it is, on 14th April, because if it's Saturday or Sunday, it is a holiday. But in the weekday, it is very difficult to get a day off or get a holiday in the country like the United Kingdom. So on the 14th April, we celebrate Baba Sahib's birthday. Not only that, It is only Baba Sahib's birthday celebrated in India House. No other leader's birthday celebrated there. Only Baba Sahib's. No other birthday. And another very important thing is, India, even though India is a secular country, in India House there is only one religion's prayer goes on, and that is on the 14th of April, Buddham Sharanam Gacchami. Many High Commissioners tried to stop that, but we told them, look, it's going since 1973. Why are you trying to stop it now? Do you want some halagulla? Then they very quickly they say, okay. Not only that, when you enter into the art gallery, if you look above, it's a round ceiling. On the ceiling, it is Buddha giving sermon to the bhikkhus and the people. So if it is there on the roof, underneath, why can't we say Buddham Sharanam Gacchami? So it is only Baba Sahib's birthday celebrated. Now Baba Sahib's movement was going on, but in 1988, because Baba Sahib's centenary was coming, so we formed a committee there, Dr. Ambedkar Centenary Committee, because in the centenary year we wanted to highlight Baba Sahib on the international level. So we already had the organization called, that was an umbrella organization in all United Kingdom. It was a Federation of Ambedkarites and Buddhist Organization, UK. And I'm very proud during that period for 3 years, I was the president for all United Kingdom. So in that year, we installed a statue at London School of Economics, LSE. We all know that that is the biggest school in the world. Up to now, there are only 2 statues in London School of Economics. One statue of the lady who donated the whole library to London School of Economics. The other statue, one only, second statue, is of our Baba Sahib, which we installed in 1991 during centenary period. R.K. Narayan was Vice President of India. He inaugurated that statue. Now that's London School of Economics. India House is not very far from there. As I said, a portrait of Baba Sahib was already there in 1973. In the centenary year, from Bombay, we made Baba Sahib's bust statue 4 feet, and this is the way to get in there. So we presented them Baba Sahib statue for the centenary year. So now Baba Sahib's portrait and statue is in India House. Before a few years ago, the main hall where all the function take place, the statue of all the leaders were all around that hall. 3-4 years ago, Mukherjee, he was a speaker in the Lok Sabha here as well. When he was a High Commissioner in London, so when we went for the program on 14th, we were surprised to see that there is only Baba Sahib statue, all the statues has been removed. So when he spoke, he said there in his speech that we are very proud to say that this hall is named as a Dr. Ambedkar Hall. That's why we have removed all the statues from here. This is Dr. Ambedkar Hall. So today, in that hall, there is only Baba Sahib statue there, and that is Dr. Ambedkar Hall. Now, can you imagine the people whose forefathers, not very long ago, their grandparents or the parents were sending letters to the Baba Sahib with their blood, that when you are going to embrace Buddhism on 14th October, we will kill you. Or when he was trying to make Pune Pact with Gandhi, that we will kill you. Now, their children, when they will receive a letter stating that, for example, Defence Minister of India is coming in London, his meeting will be held in Ambedkar Hall, how would they feel? So this is our achievement in England. Not only there, also in Gray's Inn, where Baba Sahib done Barrett, there also we put Baba Sahib's portrait. In 1995, Columbia University, where Baba Sahib studied, we also put Baba Sahib's bust statue there. Baba Sahib's wife Savita Ambedkar was also there. So in 1995, we put Baba Sahib's statue there. Ever since, same as United Kingdom, London, they celebrate on 14th April Baba Sahib's birthday in Columbia University, because quite a lot of Punjabi people are living there. Furthermore, when Baba Sahib's centenary program was, we had about 2 or 300 set by ship Baba Sahib's 18 volume, and we distributed all over the world. Somehow one professor of John Fraser University, which is in Canada, the professor got set of Baba Sahib's, and after he gone through those sets, he was very enlightened, and he approached us in England because our stamp was there that they want to install Baba Sahib's statue in John Fraser University in Canada, where Baba Sahib have no link whatsoever. So then about 3 years ago we went there and we installed a statue of Baba Sahib in John Fraser University in Canada. Now Baba Sahib is coming much more enlarged than he was alive. His opponents are feeling more threat now than when he was alive, because the outside world want to know the truth, and the truth always comes out sooner or later. Now many of you may remember when President of America Obama came, he was talking. I saw it a clip on YouTube. The Manmohan Singh sitting there, Sonia Gandhi sitting there, Speaker of the Parliament, Lok Sabha, Meera Kumar sitting there. So when President Obama mentioned name of Baba Sahib, Manmohan Singh clapping, Sonia clapping, but daughter of Jagjeevan Ram was brought by the Congress to oppose Baba Sahib. She just went like that. So Baba Sahib is coming a big intellectual giant all over the world. Another example of Baba Sahib's greatness, about 6-7 years ago, Columbia University brought out a souvenir list of 250 people who became great after they studying at Columbia University. How could they outlaw Baba Sahib? In that souvenir, they did not print 2 or 3 pages of Baba Sahib, only a photo, and underneath the photo it's very noticeable, only 4 words they put: founding father of India. देखो, फाउंडिंग फादर ऑफ इंडिया, भारत को बुनियादी बनाने वाला, who made, तो फाउंडिंग फादर ऑफ इंडिया. It is different that people with the money in this country, in India, with the money, they made other father of the nation without passing in through the parliament or anything, just with the power of money. But Baba Sahib, Columbia University is recognizing that he is the founding father of India. Now very recently on 20th July 2013, when the Columbia University looked at their history, when they came to know that on 20th July 1913, Dr. Ambedkar had the admission into Columbia University, they celebrated that day on 20th July in Columbia University with pride that a great son of this university has admission on this day. A lot of people from India went there. On the way return, because from America, aeroplane always come through London, so we had the pleasure to have about 13-14 guests in London, because we are very near to Heathrow Airport. So Baba Sahib is becoming a giant intellectual all over the world, which we are very proud. We are his children, we are his sons, and we are very proud of. This is how Baba Sahib's movement came into Britain, and it is going stronger day by day. Not only our generation, when I say our generation, mean people gone from India, even the British people, when they read Baba Sahib's literature, they are very much convinced that he was a great from every point of view. So Baba Sahib's movement is coming not only in United Kingdom, even other countries like Canada, like America, wherever people will go, they will talk about Baba Sahib. Like in Australia, in New Zealand, I went to, before I come to India, I went to France. We have a very strong organization there. I went to Italy, and Italy about 4 or 5 cities, there are organization on Baba Sahib's name. Then I went to Greece, also people in Greece. So wherever our people go, they will take the name of Baba Sahib. And when we talk to other intellectual people of that country, they also are very much convinced by Baba Sahib. Like one professor in France, the capital is Paris. I was there. One professor there, I forgot his name, he done PhD on Baba Sahib. So this is how Baba Sahib's movement outside India is working. I can assure you, because other people out of India, in India people look every point from the point of view caste, but outside they don't know this evil of caste, so they will look neutral, as a neutral Baba Sahib. So Baba Sahib's movement will go on and it will get stronger day by day. And I can also see in India, even though our people are fighting with each other, I will call, because this is the beginning and our people are quarreling with each other. But after some time, out of this quarrel, something is going to come out brilliant. Because I visit Tamil Nadu, I visit Punjab, I get a place, and I visit Maharashtra. The way I see young people taking very seriously Baba Sahib's mission and Buddhism, I can see that as Baba Sahib said, he want to see Bodhmay Bharat. I can see clearly, with not very long time, India will be once again a Bodhmay Bharat. Thank you.